capital of Kazakhstan. 4-3 the advantage, still with the home team here, the Astana Arlans. But this middleweight bout, well, the Ukrainians are quietly confident that MYTROFANOV, just like his teammate Deravianchenko yesterday, can do the business here. He's 23 years of age, an orthodox boxer with a 7-win to 2-loss record. He lost his opening fight of the season, but to, believe it or not, Deravianchenko. But he boxed the quarters and the semis, MYTROFANOV, for the Ukrainians, and boxed brilliantly to earn their spot in these finals. And you mentioned it earlier, that TKO against Freddie Evans. They stopped that bout in the 3rd round. The power of his punches there, I remember that night at the York Hall, Richie, was most impressive.
Yeah, indeed, and the intensity of his work rate, very, very strong on the front foot again. And like I say, he hardly takes a backward step. So I think they will feel that he's favourite going into this contest. If he can put in another performance like he did against Freddie Evans, then who knows. But yeah, this one should be a good contest, because SNIGUR himself is a strong, come-forward front-foot boxer.
Now, he's an experienced boxer as well. He's an Israeli by birth, Konstantin SNIGUR. And he's, of course, the #2 to the Arlans, with Deravianchenko their #1. 6-2, his record. Boxed for Mumbai last season, but this season 4 wins with just 1 loss. Could experience be the key to this middleweight bout? Konstantin SNIGUR at 30 years of age, 7 years the senior to MYTROFANOV, Richie. Certainly he's got a lot of miles under those gloves.
He has indeed. He's a bit older, isn't he? He's more seasoned, and I have been impressed with him also. He's strong, and you know, a lot of young lads coming into this tournament, if they're 18, 19, when they're up against a 30-year-old, a real man, you know, who's seasoned and hardened, you know, it's a tough one to get through. And although MYTROFANOV is 23, he's strong. The more seasoned boxer is definitely SNIGUR, the more experienced. So this one should be a good one, good contest. But you know what, Nick? This weight division, 68 to 73. Kazakhstan in the last 3 Olympics at 69 at welterweight, they've had 3 gold medalists, and in London 2012, Serhiy Sapiev was the best boxer of the tournament. So they've always been very strong around this weight division, Kazakhstan.
Well, very interesting. Now, of course, the blue corner, the Otamans, the Ukraine Otamans. If they take this, they'll tie the scores at 4-4. If SNIGUR can take this one, then they will go 5-3 ahead with just 2 bouts to follow this middleweight, which means, obviously, Richie, my maths isn't the best in the world, but I think anybody can work that one out. They will force the Ottomans to win the light heavyweight and the heavyweight division to take it to the tie-break. So MYTROFANOV, just like Kizlitsyn before him, has to stay on his A game here.
Yep, he does indeed. And again, the first round will be important. This, I'm really looking forward to this, because none of these boxers like to go backwards. Should be a good contest, this one.
Slight height advantage for the blue corner, MYTROFANOV. Winner of his last 5 bouts, including a quarter-final and semi-final. So there is no question this man is at his peak in the blue. And as for SNIGUR in the black and gold shorts for the Astana Arlans, he too, 4 wins and only 1 loss this season. As our former super middleweight world champion Richie Woodall, sitting alongside me here in the commentary box, has pointed out, SNIGUR for Kazakhstan is a seasoned campaigner. Contrast of styles, peppering that jab you see from SNIGUR, trying to find an opening or draw his opponent on. And MYTROFANOV happy just to go with that right hand over the top on the counter.
Yeah, MYTROFANOV is just having a look here, Nick. Just having a look at his opponent. SNIGUR working well with his jab. He knows what's coming, you see. So he's just keeping that shot going and trying to keep his man at bay as best he can. But MYTROFANOV, I love the way he moves his head. That's great movement. But as this contest will go on, you'll see him punch off that movement also. Makes him very dangerous coming forward, moving that head.
On 3 occasions. Seconds just under left on the clock in this first round.
Yeah, in this last 30 seconds could dictate who wins this round. It's been fairly if anything, SNIGUR has been the busier with that jab, but MYTROFANOV, he always looks the more dangerous puncher.
Again, lovely footwork, balance and athleticism from MYTROFANOV, but he needs to throw more punches if he wants to impress the judges. Well, if the first round is all about getting the measure of your opponent, there's no question that MYTROFANOV has done that. But SNIGUR may have just pitched it for the busier work.
Yeah, I would agree with that. SNIGUR worked better with his jab. Lovely movement there from MYTROFANOV, but he didn't do enough of it for me. Some lovely defensive work from the Ukraine, but maybe he gave his opponent a little bit too much respect in that first round. Let's have a look. And they've gone for SNIGUR, two judges to the one judge. I'm not going to disagree with that. I think SNIGUR just did enough to win that round. Bit busier with the jab.
And you can clearly see the coaches in the Ukrainian blue corner. Let's see some more work now. You're moving well. SNIGUR missed so many of his punches due to this fantastic bob and weave movement from the Ukrainian. But now he needs to throw more punches. He's 1 round down with 4 to go. Same tactical game plan from SNIGUR, peppering that jab. But now I'm sure we will see MYTROFANOV get a little busier in this second.
Yeah, and a couple of early signs there. SNIGUR's got to watch what he's doing here, Nick. He's got a very low left hand, and straight away MYTROFANOV is targeting that right hand over the top. He's trying to get close to his opponent and whip the shot over, and he'll land that punch as SNIGUR is actually trying to throw a jab himself. He'll get the timing right. That's what he'll try and do.
We've seen it before on the WSB. It's a big right hand from MYTROFANOV. Stopping Britain's Olympic medalist Freddie Evans in the 3rd round.
Yeah, in defence of Evans, I mean, he's only really a 69 kg boxer, moved up to 73, come unstuck against a very good lad indeed. But here now, MYTROFANOV just starting to find his range now and putting some shots together. But again, he's got to work hard in it. Good movement with the head, but needs to punch off it. That's better.
Just missed with the uppercut there. Got himself into a superb position.
Yeah, I like the look of MYTROFANOV here. He's starting to get into his stride, into his rhythm now. And professional boxing is all about more movement from the waist, and that's what this fella does. He avoids shots from the waist, the bob in, the weave in as he's coming forward. With amateur boxing, it's more movement with the feet because it's only over 3 threes. But he is a typical, for me, professional style with that movement with the head. Look at that, lovely stuff with the movement.
MYTROFANOV needs to just keep in the back of his mind is that we're only going for 5, not 11 or 12 or 13 rounds here. Because you're absolutely right, Richie. He's got the poise and the work rate as if he was going for a lot longer than those 5.
Yeah, quite right. I wouldn't disagree with that. It looks like he's in for a 12-rounder, doesn't it? And he's got to do more work. SNIGUR again. More work coming from him. Volume of punches definitely coming from the home boxer. But the more dangerous man definitely is MYTROFANOV.
Very close round. MYTROFANOV, for me, better punches. Let's see some of the slow-mo replays.
Yeah, MYTROFANOV coming forward. Good left up there. Just misses with the right hand. Takes him into range again. That wasn't a bad jab. Head down, coming forward, pushing his man back. SNIGUR just struggling there to keep his man at bay.
All 3 judges give the second round to MYTROFANOV, with Konstantin SNIGUR taking the first, or even once again.
Yeah, even Steven, isn't it now? MYTROFANOV there. His better punches there, winning that round. I thought SNIGUR did more work, but the quality wasn't quite there.
Round 3, showdown.
Good combination there. Straight punch combinations, but effective from SNIGUR.
Yeah, what is crucial for SNIGUR here, Nick, is he must keep moving. You cannot afford to hold your feet against this fella. You must hit and you must move, and you've got to be very strong physically and mentally to keep this man at bay. If you break down mentally, then you break down physically, so you've got to have a strong mind. Referee's just sending MYTROFANOV to come on, the laces come undone. So SNIGUR here, Nick, has got to hit and he's got to move. Holds the feet, he brings MYTROFANOV into it, and he'll have problems.
Oh, they're the combinations, powerful combinations from MYTROFANOV.
Yeah, well, it's taken him a couple of rounds to get into this contest, but now he's well and truly into a rhythm. Movement with the head coming forward. He counter punches on the front foot. That's what he's doing. Coming forward, he moves the head, he makes the opponent miss, and then he'll punish him.
Oh, SNIGUR taking some big punches there.
SNIGUR here has got to concentrate on straight shots. He cannot afford to let MYTROFANOV in on the inside, mid to short range. This fella is very explosive, he's very powerful, and he's accurate on the inside. You've got to box him at range. Keep your distance, move around him, stay off the ropes and out of the corners.
Under a minute in the third round. First going to SNIGUR of the Arlans, the second to MYTROFANOV, and MYTROFANOV looking the stronger for me in this third.
Yeah, most certainly, really going to work now. SNIGUR has allowed his opponent to get to him far too often in this round. MYTROFANOV in that comfort zone when he's in at close quarters, boxing really well now and into a rhythm.
Rhythm is the word, Richie, almost methodical now. The Ukrainian in blue. He was taking some big shots, credit where it's due. MYTROFANOV, the third round on my pad here in the com box.
Yeah, some good work again from MYTROFANOV in this round. Keeps coming forward on the front foot, backing SNIGUR up against the ropes. SNIGUR can't keep his distance, can't seem to keep him at bay. And MYTROFANOV working well on the inside, head literally on the chest of his opponent, whipping the shots over the top. Yeah, he's strong indeed.
All three judges in agreement. Dmytro, MYTROFANOV. Fanov goes now 2-1 ahead. This is looking good for the Ukraine to get right back into the finals here. This will level the scores at 4 apiece with just the light heavies and the heavyweights left to box, and a bantamweight tiebreak if we're all square after the heavyweight bout. Still into the 4th round now, and SNIGUR needs to dig deep to try and save this.
What a super punch that was. That was the best of this round, and probably of the contest. That right uppercut there from MYTROFANOV. Well timed. You see, what's happened in this contest also, Nick, SNIGUR has obviously thought about it, because I've watched SNIGUR box before and he loves coming forward. But he's thought, you know what, I don't want to take this fella on toe-to-toe, I've got to box more at range, and that's quite not his style. You know, he prefers to come forward, so he's trying to box in a style now that doesn't really suit him, and that's why he's starting to get caught. He doesn't know how to keep a man at bay, and this MYTROFANOV is very strong, keeps coming forward.
Great work with the left hook from MYTROFANOV, especially with this infighting here. Right hand over the top, counter punch works well for MYTROFANOV, really turning it on now.
Yeah, he is indeed, but I think there's a slight tactic change also from SNIGUR here. He's trying to stay really close to his opponent, probably trying to nullify his opponent's work and then nick the odd shot here on the inside. It's not bad at all from SNIGUR on the inside. But for me, MYTROFANOV, I think, will feel more at home in at close quarters. Yeah, definite tactic change that is from SNIGUR, just holding, trying to stay close. Oh, that's where he doesn't want to be, SNIGUR. He's allowing MYTROFANOV. This is better stuff from the Ukraine. Mid-range work, that's his cup of tea.
SNIGUR does well to get himself out of the corner there. Oh, and come back with some good work here. Now he's got MYTROFANOV on the ropes.
Well, that close, up close, is working, isn't it, now for SNIGUR? Had a little bit of success there. Turning into a little bit scrappy now, though, and untidy from both boxers.
There goes the bell for the 4th round. Well, a glimpse of hope in the last 20 seconds from SNIGUR there, but it may have come all too late.
Yeah, a glimmer, as you say there, from SNIGUR, but for me, MYTROFANOV still did the better work. He's more comfortable on the inside. He wants that type of contest. Okay, SNIGUR got a little bit close at times and didn't allow his man to work, but he found the room, didn't he, MYTROFANOV, and that's what he does very well indeed. Just finds the space on the inside to work and land those shots. And for me, yeah, there you go. There's confirmation. He's took every judge's scorecard there.
Great stuff from Dmytro-Mitrofanov. Now, fifth and final round still to go. And SNIGUR provide us with the big upset, the big surprise here, because mission accomplished in this middleweight bout for the Ukrainian Otamans. As long as he can just keep it clean. SNIGUR trying to lure Mitrofanov into a scrap here and force the errors from the Ukrainian. That's possibly his only chance now.
Yeah, well, his tactic there is to tie his opponent up on the inside and not to allow him the room to actually manoeuvre and work. But Mitrofanov is very comfortable in at close quarters, and he's one of those boxers that does find a way. But it's a better response from SNIGUR now. He knows he's behind, probably looking for that one shot, see if he can undo his opponent, because at the end of the day, Mitrofanov is there to be hit. He's always there in front of you. But to find that quality shot, that's something else.
Good right hook there from Mitrofanov. Still weaving, moving that head. Again, a very closely fought contest, this in the middleweight division, as all the bouts been this evening. It's what you'd expect when you reach the finals of a series after 72 matches, 365 bouts. These are the top two pro boxing teams in the world, but there's only one that can take top position. And at the start of this evening's competition, it was all looking good for the Arlans, and the tide is starting to turn and swing the way of the Ukrainian Otamans.
I'll tell you what, Nick, SNIGUR here, he's trying every trick in the book. Up close, tying his man up, sticking his head in his face. This is what professional boxing's all about. He's getting away with it here and there, and he's still in with a shout, and he's battling. He really is giving it a go here, SNIGUR.
Absolute commitment from both athletes here. 50 seconds and counting down. Holding on here, Mitrofanov has the advantage. 3-1 coming into this fifth and final round. 3 rounds to 1 to SNIGUR. As you quite rightly say, Richie, the experience. Oh, he's in trouble here. 3-4 punch combination from Mitrofanov.
Yeah, and Mitrofanov there, Nick, just showing a little bit of quality. That was superb there, because he's been roughed up on the inside, but just found the space again, and SNIGUR comes back, cracking end to this contest.
There's the bell. What a great bout. What a war between the middleweights that was. But the Ukraine have kept their hopes alive. And for me, Mitrofanov has done enough to tie the scores at 4 apiece.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Mitrofanov there has won this contest, but SNIGUR also found a way to try and tie him up on the inside, but there's that little bit of quality in that round that he found Mitrofanov. But they went toe-to-toe, the last 20 seconds or so, very exciting indeed, both going for it. At times it was close, but for me, the inside work from Mitrofanov was superb, and he has won this contest. But all credit to this guy, he gave it a good go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have decision of judge committee. Judge 1, 46-49. Judge 2, 46-49. Judge 3, 45-50. The winner is blue corner, Dmytro.
Unanimous decision for Dmitry Mitrofanov of the Ukraine Otamans. And what a great performance, just when it was needed, I have to say. Well, now we start to talk of the tactics, now we start to talk of the role of the coach, now we talk about how important it is to bring the boxers out on the first night or out on the second night. And what an impressive performance there from Mitrofanov to tie the scores at 4-all with the Light heavyweights up next. Ruzbahani up against Gvodzik. Then the heavyweights, and if we're still tied by the end of the heavyweights, we'll go into that bantamweight sudden death tiebreaker, Richie.
Yeah, well, we've said that this is an exciting tournament, Nick, and it really is turning out that way, because now it's even Steven. There's nothing in it at all. This is a big match, this next one.